Welcome everyone to the second session of today's Weekend with Wisdom on Yoga Taravali of Sri Adi Shankaracharya by Professor CSR Prabhuji. We'll just quickly start with a prayer and then Prabhuji will continue his discussion on Yoga Taravali. Kratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Welcome back, Prabhuji. Please go ahead and start your session.
Okay, friends, the second part of Yoga Taravali session today will start again from shloka number 19. Aham mamatvadi vihaya sarvam Sri Raja Yoge sthiramanasana na drashtrata na chisadrishya bhavaha sajrumbhate kevala samvideva. So, kevala samvideva. Samvit is mean jnana, the Brahma jnana, Atma jnana. Alone eva jrumbhate, vijrumbhate, visheshena jrumbhate. It emanates, exceedingly emanates, or it will protrude, project in the Raja Yoga state where the Ahankara, Mamakara are given up. We remember the Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, Vihaya, Pamanya Sarvan Pumam Sarati Nispraha Nirmamo Nirahankaraha Sa Shanti Esha Brahmi Sthiti Pardha Evam Prapya Mukhyati Hitvasyam Antakalepi Brahma Nirvana Mrichati. So a state of mind devoid of Ahankara and Mamkara and established in a fixed state of Raja Yoga, which is beyond even the Drashta and Drishya's discrimination. Because Drashta is there only when Drishya is there and Drishya is there when Drashta is. So in the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali said, Yoga Chittavritti Nirodha Tada Drashtu Swarupa Avastha. So what is the Swarupa of Drashta? It is beyond the Drishya and Drashta. Na Drashtrita na Drishya Bhava Sajrumbhate Kevala Samvideva. So Kevala Jnana alone will be emphatically radiant and eminent. Netre yayonmesha nimisha shunye vayuryaya varjita rechapuraha sankalpa vikalpa manascha sankalpa vikalpa shunyam manonmani sa mai sannidhatta. So the manonmani stage, even in the Rudradhyaya, Shiva is explained as manonmanaya namaha. Higher transcendental state of manonmani. Sa mai sannidhatta. May I get that? Where the eyes have stopped flickering, the air stopped going in and coming out, and the mind stopped making propositions and dispositions. Sankalpa and Vikalpa. Chittendriyanam chiranigrahe. Swasa prachare samite yami. Nivata deepa iva nischalana. Manonmani magnadhiyo bhavanti. So in manonmani sthiti, the absorption of the intellect will be achieved in a state where, like an unflickering jyoti light, the yogis will be fixed in the manonmani state where the breathing has stopped and of course the mind has stopped. This is the Hatha yogic method of achieving samadhi through pranayama by stopping the breath in Kevala Kumbhaka. So normally everybody breathes 15 times per minute, 4 seconds inhalation, 4 seconds exhalation. That makes it 15 into 4, 60 seconds in a minute. In the pranayama, we increase the span beyond 4 seconds to 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds. And we also indulge in various ratios of Sahita pranayama. That means with effort, we perform pranayama of inhalation, retention, and exhalation, and external retention. So it is said that when you reach 16, 64, 32, 128 seconds, you will be automatically in samadhi. Half of it, 8, 32, 16, I have reached, and that itself produced Kevala Kumbhaka sthiti. The Kampana, before that Svedana, and also Utthana. Svedana, Kampana, and Utthana are the three indication symbols given in the Yoga Shastras, like Hatha. Initially, the pranayama practitioner will get lot of sweat, liters of sweat. And after that stage, the sweat will stop, but kampana will be there. Vibrations in different chakras, harmonic vibrations. And like this, neck will go on like this, the Ajna chakra. And finally, there will be Utthana, elevation, levitation, just like jumping or going up in the air with contraction of the muscles due to Kundalini Shakti, which is nothing but Prana Shakti in a laser beam like focus. So when that stage comes, Kevala Kumbhaka comes. That means breath will stop automatically, tongue will go upwards automatically, eyes will go upwards automatically. It is called Shambhavi Mudra. And after that, that state will become deeper and deeper of Samadhi, that is nothingness and breathlessness, but mindlessness, but it is deep state of trance. So in that deep state of trance, which he is calling as Ummani Sthiti, which we also call Samadhi, of course there are many types of Samadhi. The Ummani Sthiti, he will have no thoughts, no mind, and he will be in the liberated state. Unmanyavastha vidwan upayamekam tava nirdishama pasyanudasīnataya prapancham sankalpam unmūlaya savadha. So to reach the Unmani Sthiti, the suggested steps are: give up your desires. After giving up desires, you witness with dispassion, detachment. So Abhyasa, Vairagya, which are well known. So if you can practice the Yoga Shastra recommendations of giving up desires and looking at things with dispassion, detachment, and of course practicing the pranayama leading to Chittavritti Nirodha, you will be reaching Unmani Sthiti. Sankalpam Unmulaya Savadha. So by observation, you can eliminate all the thoughts. That is the meditation process. Well, I would like to add here that a lot of people do a lot of types of meditations like Vipassana or watchfulness, mindfulness. But these are all not based on pranayama. They are based on direct observation, mental activity, cooling down, calming down. So the mental activity, when it is increased, then it leads to stress, and stress leads to diseases and wars. So the relaxation is by de-stressing, and ordinary meditations are like just to relax and observe your thoughts. And in case you are getting too many thoughts, you calm down to maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Thoughts will be reduced, but they will not stop. But at least just slow down with that. And then you start observing the breath, which is called pranapana sati. Anapanasati also is the Pali word for Pranapanasati. So that is Buddhist techniques of meditation, where the mind will calm down deep. Finally, it will become blank. But that will be long practices are required for many years, and some amount of calmness can be reached. But there is no emphasis on pranayama there. This Taravali Shastra is referring to the path of pranayama. So through pranayama only, you got this Unmani Sthiti. Over many years, प्रसह्य संकल्प परंपराणाम संच्छेदने संतत सावधानम आलंबनाशाद अपचीयमान शनै शनै शांति मुपैति चेता. Cheta is chetas means manas. So slowly, dhire dhire dhire, shanai shanai shanai, shanti mupaiti. The mind will become peaceful. Prasahya sankalpa paramparana. Having rejected a stream of thoughts and desires. Sanchedane santata savadhan. It is possible to break that continuous stream of thoughts and images and memories and desires based on the samskaras of the past. Sanchedane santata savadhan. Alambanashat. When there is no more alamba, no more basis for those thoughts. Apachiyamani. Shanai shanai shanti mupaiti cheta. The mind becomes quiescent. So the whole objective of Yoga Shastra is only quietening the mind, making the mind calm and totally stop. Uchvasalopay, nishvasalopay, nibhrutai sharirai, netrambujair ardhanimilitaischa, avirbhavanti manaskamudraam, alokayamo munipungavana. We see the Munipungavas, that is the best of the Munis, yogis who will be sitting in Samadhi without breathing. Nishvasalopaihi, nivrutai shariraihi, netrambujair half open eyes, but in a trance. Avirbhavanti amanaska mudra, they reach the amanaska state. Alokayamaha Munipungavanam Amiyamindra Sahajamanaska Aham Mamatvari Nisikhilayamane Manogatim Maruta Vuttishunye Gachanti Bhavam Gaganavasesham Amiyamindra Sahajamanaska, the Sahaja Sthiti. So when the mind is calm, no more thoughts, you are in control of your mind. Therefore, you are in Sahaja Sthiti. Aham mamatve sithilayamane, ahankara mamakara. Ahankara is the root cause of avidya. Avidya is comprising of ahankara is the basic root cause. From ahankara comes mamakara, and from it comes raga, and out of raga comes dvesha, the opposite of raga. And then we have the standard 6, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsya. So these 10 total are the maya prapancha, adharma, you can give any number of names. Nivartayanti nikhilendriyani pravartayanti paramatma yogam. So the senses will be withdrawn because that is what is called pratyahara. They will not be running after the sense objects, 5 senses. Pravartayanti paramatma yogam. The joining, yoga is joining. Conjunction with paramatma will be active. Pravartayanti paramatma yoga. Samvinmayim tam sahajam avastha. Samvit, that is full of jnana. That will be natural state for the such yogis. Samvinmayim tam sahajam avastham kadagamishyami gatanya bhava. When shall I reach that stage without any other distraction? Kadana gatanya bhava. Prachak vimarshyatisayena pumsam prachina sangeshu palayiteshu Pradurbhavitkāja ajajya nidra prapancha chintam parivartayante. So this is some kind of strange sleep type of state. It is not sleep, but ajajya nidra. Normally sleep means jajya nidra. This is ajajya nidra with jnana. That is nothing but samadhi. Prachak vimarshātisayena pumsam prachina sangeshu palayiteshu. All the old ancient samskaras, the attachments will be all gone. Basically, when Our Swami used to say, when you do pranayama, your mind is getting cleaned, your attachments are getting cut one by one. So that is the process. But ultimately, all the samskaras, all the attachments, prachina sangashu, pranayiteshu, they've all gone away. Pradurбhavityacha ajajya nidra prapancha chintam parivartaya. So this is a strange kind of state of mind. This is ajajya nidra, yoga nidra. It's not our yoga nidra which we practice in our yoga classes. That is a very simple technique. He is talking of the unmanisthiti, samadhisthiti. Vichinna sankalpa vikalpa mule nissesha nirmulita karma jale nirantara abhyasanitam tabhatra sajrumbhate yogini yoga nidra. This is not ordinary nidra which we do like hypnosis in Shavasana, but he is talking of unmanisthiti based kind of a strange state of mind where all the sankalpa vikalpas are uprooted out. Vichinna sankalpa vikalpa mule nissesha nirmulita karma jale. So we are born out of karma. Karma muna puttu jantu, karma muna jantu. We are born out of karma, we die out of karma. So the karma drives us always, everything. But that karma can be eliminated by this process. Nissesha nirmulita karma jale. No balance, no sesha, remainder. Karma jala. That means the network of karma in which you are caught. Like a spider is caught in its own web. We are all caught in our own karma jala. And that karma jala having been removed by the techniques already explained, vichinna sankalpa vikalpa mule nissesha nirmulita karma jale nirantara abhyasa nitanta bhadra. Like a non-stop practice, as Patanjali also said, what is abhyasa? Tatra sthito yatno abhyasaha satu dirghakala nairantarya satkara sevito drudha bhumihi. So nirantara abhyasa nitanta bhadra. So the great state, bhadra state, which is achieved of continuous practice, sajrumbhate, it emanates with emphasis yogini, inside the yogi, yogis, yoga nidra, vishrantamasadya tadiya talpe turiya talpe, vishrantamasadya turiya talpe, विश्रांतिमासाद्य तुरीय तल्पे विश्वाद्यवस्था त्रितयोपरिस्थे विश्वाद्यवस्था त्रितयोपरिस्थे समिन्मयीं कामपि सन् निर्विकाराम् समिमपि कामपि सर्वकालं निद्रां भजे निर्विकल्पाम्. So the nirvikalpa samadhi is like a deep rest in the turiya state. You know, we have the 3 states of waking and dream and deep sleep explained in the Mandukya Upanishad, and the 4th is turiya. So that is the nirvikalpa samadhi, which people like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa achieved, and that's why they are considered as avatar purushas also. Visrantimasadya turiya talpe, having taken rest in the pillow called turiya, Vishwadyavastha Tritayopasthe, that is beyond the Vishwasa, Taijasa, Prajna, 3 states. Uparisthe, it is beyond, transcending all the 3. Samvinmayim, that is full of jnana. Kamapi sarvakalam, nidram bhaje, kamasi sarva. I always wanted nidram, that nidra. I praise that. Bhaje, nirvisha, nirvikalpam. Prakash in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Prakashamane Paramatma Bharau. So Paramatma, the son of Paramatma will be brilliantly visible in the Samadhi state. prakashamane paramatma bhanu nashyatyavidyātimire samaste. You know, when the light is there, when sunlight is on, there cannot be any darkness left. So the darkness is avidya. Nashyati avidyatimire samaste. Aho buddha nirmala drishtayopi kinchinna pashyanti jagat samagram. Oh, Buddha means here is talking of jnanis, yogis. Even though their eyesight is perfectly correct and clear, they don't see anything in the universe because they see only Paramatma as the only truth, Jagan Mithya, Brahma Satyam, Jivo, Brahmaiva Naparaha. The fundamental declaration of the doctrine of Advaita is what is being experienced by the yogis who don't see anything in the light of Paramatma Bhanu, Nashyati Avidya Timire Samaste. The entire Avidya darkness will be eliminated. Prakashamane Paramatma Bhanu, Nashyati Avidya Timire Samaste. Aho, what a wonder! Buddha Nirmala Drishtayo Api Kinchin Na Pashyanti Jagat Samagram. The entire universe is not visible to them, even though their eyesight is clear. It means what? Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vasishyate. They see only Paramatma. Yaccha kinchit jagat sarvam drishyate sruyate piva antarbahishcha tat sarvam vyapya narayana sthita. So the universe is not seen separately, only God is seen. Siddhim tadha vidhamano nilayam samadhau Sri Shaila Srunga Kuhareshu Kadopalapse. When shall I reach the Siddhi of Samadhi in the caves of Sri Shaila Parvata? Ragatram yada mama latam pariveshtayantim, where my body is intertwined by the creepers, plants. Karne yada mama virachayanti khagaschanidan, and the birds will build their nest in my ears. It is like Valmiki becoming static for a long time. The Valmika, that is anthill, has grown around him. Something like that. He's explaining when plants go around me and birds will construct their nest in my ears. So that means I am in a state of samadhi for a long time, for days and weeks and months. And you know, it was a very common thing in the ancient times. People are in samadhi. That's why we have many, many instances. Like Venkateswara Swami, when in human form, he was inside the anthill which became snake, home of snake, and he was getting milk put by the cow from the top. And also we have Valmiki, and we have many others who are sitting fixed without movement for many days, weeks, months, and years. Then naturally plants will grow around them and birds will come and put nests. When shall I reach that stage? In the caves of Sri Shaila Parvata. He is making an exclamation statement. Vicharati matiresha nirvikalpe samadhau. Let my mind wander anywhere. Having reached the nirvikalpa samadhi, vicharatu matiresha nirvikalpe samadhau. Whether my mind is absorbed in samadhi, kuchakalasha yugeva krishna sare kshananam, or my mind wanders on the rest of females, matikrita charatu jadamateva sajjananam mateva, or my mind roams around with fools and idiots, jadas, or it will wander with jnanis, panditas, sajjanas. Whatever my mind does, matikrita doshan mam vibhum nasprishanti. Whatever mistakes the mind has gone through, they don't affect me. Because I am the Lord. So that's the last sloka. That means this idea is even after coming out of Nirvikalpa Samadhi, the person is liberated, even though his mind may be wandering in many things, good and bad. It doesn't affect him. That is the Sthita Prajna Lakshana. Gunatita Lakshana, Yogi Lakshana, and that has been explained elsewhere in Bhagavad Gita and other texts. So, friends, this Yoga Taravali is completed in the 29th sloka. Iti Srimad Shankara Virajita Shankara Bhagavad Pada Bhagavad Pujya Pada Virajita Yoga Taravali Samapta. So, the Yoga Taravali is a text which is explaining the Hatha Yoga and Raja Yoga process of Pranayama, Mudra, Bandha, Kundalini and Samadhi, before which the Unmani Sthiti and Kevala Kumbhaka is reached. The sequential steps. The sequential steps are Hatha Yoga Pranayama, then Raja Yoga Pranayama, Nadi Swaram Pranayama, that is Sahita Pranayama in various ratios of Kumbhaka, and finally the Kevala Kumbhaka, where you don't, when you performed Sahita Kumbhaka Pranayama for many years, I've gone through that process in my young days. You reach a stage without any effort of your performing Kumbhaka, automatically Kevala Kumbhaka stage. That is Kevala Kumbhaka, which will further deepen into trance and into Samadhi, Unmani Sthiti and Nirvikalpa Samadhi. After the Kundalini has crossed various chakras, Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipuraka, Anahata, and Vishuddha, Ajna, and Sahasrara. These are the major junctions of the Nadi Mandala, which is the network of Pranavahikas, the channels of Prana, 72,000 channels, and there are many other chakras too. And the Kundalini is nothing but the transcendental form of Prana Shakti. There are various steps which lead to Kevala Kumbhaka, Unmani Sthiti, and Samadhi. And these are purely experiential. So theory is of limited purpose. So, you know that there is something like this. You don't know what it is, but you know that there is something called swimming. But you read a book about it, okay, swimming is like this, but unless you swim, you will never know what is swimming. So all these explanations, not only in the Yoga Taravali, but even in Patanjali Yoga Sutras, or in Hatha Yoga Pradipika, or in Shiva Samhita, or in Gairana Samhita, or Yoga Upanishads, they are all practically more or less same, with different emphasis on different details in different texts. But the content is overall the same Yoga Shastra. And it is mentioned very clearly that this is totally practical. It has to be learned from the teacher and practiced. In fact, Hatha Yoga Pradipika mentions at the end of the book what is Phalashruti of reading this. Because Phalashruti is a big zero, it has to be practiced. If you simply read about Kriyas and Asanas and Pranayama and Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, and you may get some basic theoretical idea, but you will definitely not learn the subject, which is practical. So like surgery, like medical colleges all have an hospital attached to it and surgery there. People perform surgery. If you simply read books on surgery and attend lectures without doing surgery, you will not become a surgeon. So in the same way, unless you practice all the yoga techniques, you will not be a yogi. So these are all practical subjects like Yoga Shastra, which is all these texts. There are 20 Yoga Upanishads, there is Hatha Yoga Pradipika, there is Shiva Samhita, there is Gairana Samhita, and there is Gorakhnath's book, Gorakh Samhita, Hatha Ratnavali. I recently went to Jain, where Gorakhnath Samadhi is there. Gorakhnath is the disciple of Matsyendranath. We have an asana called Matsyendra Asana, Ardha Matsyendra Asana, Purna Matsyendra Asana. And Gorakhnath, in the temple there, he was looking like a young man, 20 years old. So he was so powerful, so great. And there's a whole city by his name, Gorakhpur. There's a Peetham there, which is headed by Adi Shankaracharya, present Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. So Gorakhnath was the last greatest of the yogis in the Nath Sampradaya, Navanathas. Adinath is supposed to be Shiva himself. Then we have Navanathas. And Gorakhnath is one of the major Nathas. So this was around 12th century or so. and all the other personalities like Patanjali. And, Shiva has given the demonstration of Shiva Tandavam in Chidambaram to Patanjali and Vyagrapada, who witnessed it. So the Shiva is the originator of the Yoga Shastra. And of course, Lord Krishna is Mahayogeshwaro Harihi. He had all the siddhis, and even Hanuman has all siddhis, Ashta siddhis. So Patanjali Yoga Sutras, the third chapter, is explaining all the siddhis, including the Ashta siddhis, Anima, Garima, Lakshma, Mahima, Prakama, Ishatva, Shatva. Before that, ability to travel in space or ability to elevate, that is levitation, and telepathy, and psychokinesis, and clairvoyance. All these have been explained in the Yoga Sutras lectures which I gave. So here he has not explained any siddhis because he considers that is of not much consequence, because even Patanjali says in the Yoga Sutras that somebody who goes after siddhis or who is satisfied or stuck with siddhis will not reach Kaivalya. Kaivalyam is the ultimate goal, that is moksha. So here in the Yoga Taravali, only the moksha is being emphasized. Prakashamane paramatmapano nashyati avidya timire samste aho buddha nirmala drishtayo kinchinna pashyanti jagat samagra. Such learned jnanis, yogis, don't see this universe, even though their eyesight is very clear. They see only Paramatma having arisen as a light in the darkness of avidya. What is avidya? Avidya Patanjali defined as anicca, suchi, dukkha, anatmaso, nitya, anicca, suchi, dukkha, anatmaso, nitya, suchi, sukhatma, khyatiravi. To believe that temporary as permanent, the dirty as clean and pure, and pain as pleasure, that is mistaking, opposite perception. Avidya is nothing but Anitya, Ashuchi, Dukkha, Anatmasu, Nitya, Suchi, Sukha, Atma, Khyatiravidya. And what is not myself, thinking I am myself. That this is Avidya. Avidya, Kshetramuttaresham, Prasuptanvichino Dharanam. Avidya is the root cause of the remaining kleshas, which are Avidya, Asmita, Raga, Dvesha, Abhinivesha, Klesha. So Avidya, Asmita, Raga, Dvesha, Abhinivesha, Kleshas. Apart from, though Avidya is the root cause of them, Avidya Asmita is Ahankara, Avidya Asmita Raga, Dvesha, Abhinivesha, fear of death. All these kleshas are caused due to Avidya, and that's why he says in Yoga Taravali, Prakasimane Paramatma Paro, Nashyati Avidyas Timire Samaste. The entire darkness of Avidya will be eliminated in the presence of the rising sun of Paramatma Jnana. Prakashamane Paramatma Bharo Nashyatyavidya Timire Samaste Aho Buddha Nirmala Drishtayopi Kinchinna Pashyanti Jagat Samagra. And also he has explained how the karma vasanas prachina sangeshu palayiteshu. The karma vasanas are coming from many lives, not only this life, but past lives, many past lives. So many past lives you are getting continuity of your janma karma. And in the process, you have acquired bandha, you are born, you are suffering the consequence of your birth, and death will come in its own time. You cannot call it in advance. If you commit suicide, it will amount to not only a crime, but there's a good chance that you'll become a ghost after suicide. So suicide is not worth attempting. So death has to come on its own, and death will come as per the karma, the vasanas, and that Patanjali Sutra is also there. The karmas have two results based on whether they are punya karmas or apunya karmas. So hrada and paritapa as a result. Hrada, that is happiness, and misery. So satimule tad vipake jatya virbhoga. The karma vipaka, the fruition of karma will result in your birth, your longevity, and your enjoyment or suffering in your life. So the karma is the root cause of everything. And here he says the karma vasanas are eliminated in the stage of samadhi, right from the pranayama stage, the mind purification takes place, deeper and deeper, not only present thoughts, but even the root causes, the karma samskaras, the karma sangas, prakashman, they will be eliminated gradually. Prachina sangeshu palayateshu. So when everything is eliminated, you reach nirvikalpa samadhi and you will be liberated. And so that is the objective of human birth. As you know, we are born to reach liberation, not death. Because after death, again birth will be there. Again, you will be caught up in the chain of karma bandha. And how many janmas we had, we don't know in past, and we don't know how many in future. So this janma, karma, janma, mrichu, the birth and death cycle, it will go on and on and on. So to come out of that, the only way is to make your mind pure, free from all encumbrances like the karma sangas, samskaras. And when they are removed, you are in yourself, and that self is not just a small s self, but it is a capital S self. Atma endu Paramatma, in Bhagavad, Srimad Bhagavad Purana also says, when they sees the Paramatma inside Atma, that is inside yourself, you will realize the Paramatma. So once you are able to see Paramatma, Prakashamane Paramatma, Nashyati Avidya Timire Samaste, Aho Buddha Nirmala Drishtayo, Kinchin Na Pashyanti Jagat Samagram. They don't see this universe at all. They see only the Paramatma. Even through Bhakti Yoga, it is possible to reach the same state. Like Prahlada is supposed to have reached that. So many Bhaktas are supposed to have reached it. Even though Prahlada was performing all activities as a king. Paniyam Baludraguchun Kursuchun Hasalila Nidradulujayushun Bhashimpuchun, while talking, while sleeping, while acting, while ruling. But while doing all this, Antata Sri Narayana Pada Padma Yuvali Chintamrita Pana Vishesha Mata Chittudai Maharajan Surari Sudayatat Vishwamam. He forgot this universe in the absorption into the lotus feet of Lord Narayana. So Bhakti yogis and then karma yogis like Janaka, while doing all activities as a king, he was unaffected. He was supposed to be bodiless. That's why he's called Videha. And Vaidehi is his daughter, Janaki, Janaka's daughter. He was a great karma yogi. He's mentioned even in Bhagavad Gita. Karmana yoga Janakadaya. Through karma itself, Janaka and others have reached liberation. Even Rama was doing karma, but he was liberated already. So that is why he became the guru of Hanuman. Hanuman had Ashtasiddhis. Rama didn't have any siddhis. He had only astras. But he was liberated. So as he was liberated, when he was told to go to forest, he just went without a whisper. Whereas Lakshmana wanted to wage a war against his father. So because Rama was a liberated soul, Hanuman became his disciple. These are all the various dimensions of Yoga Taravali. We have discussed a lot in the morning, and now I think we can open up for question answers.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for a wonderful session. Very insightful and comprehensive introduction to the text, a comprehensive overview of the text. Viewers, if you have any questions, please put it in the Q&A box. Let me read out what we have received. One question is, how does the quiescent mind manifest itself in the life of a yoga practitioner so that the people around may identify the practical benefits of yoga for one and all?
No, it's very simple. You see, normal person who is not a yoga practitioner will be suffering so many problems. Health problems, physical health problems, as well as mental health problems. Mental health problems means what? Emotions, anger, lust, greed, jealousy. So a yoga practitioner, if I'm talking of a true yoga practitioner, not fake yoga practitioners with fake yoga or bogus yoga and all that. True yoga practitioners will get the results both in their body and mind. The body will be very healthy and mind also will become very healthy. It will become pure. When the mind becomes pure, it will not be engulfed and carried away with emotions like getting highly irritated, angry, shouting, violent, or all the negative emotions. I have identified 10 of ahankara, mamakara, raga, dvesha, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, and master. Of course, it may not be possible to 100% stop all these things. For example, 100% ahankara cannot be overcome except in samadhi. So, but it will be minimized. These emotions will be minimized. There is a lot of difference between having control over them and having been carried away by them. So what is happening today in the world? Ordinary people, they get carried away with all these negative emotions and they behave in a very dirty, nasty and violent manner. You can see, just open the TV. You'll see that so many people killed so many people and so many things have happened, so many places. And what all people talk in politics, for example, is so disgusting. People have no decency. People have no character. People have no discipline or what is called propriety. What is appropriate and what is not. So Viveka is not there, let alone Vairagya. So a yoga practitioner will definitely stand apart compared to all the riff and raff in the society.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Another question is, you said mistaking pain for pleasure is avidya. Can you elaborate with some examples on how they describe humans as engaging in this type of avidya?
Yeah, you see, all the sukhas, pleasures which you indulge in are actually not sukhas, they are dukhas. Like, for example, if you eat ice cream, you may feel, oh, it's great and all that. It's a great pleasure to eat ice cream, right? I'm sure all of you love to eat ice cream. So once you eat ice cream, it's very pleasant at the first instance. Suppose I say you eat second ice cream also. Suppose there's a competition of eating ice creams, and those who eat maximum number of ice creams will be given on prize. So then if you start eating ice creams, how many ice creams can you eat? You cannot eat more than 1 or 2 or 3. Because if you start eating 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ice creams, you may be disgusted, you may vomit, or you may get a cough, or you may run away from them. So the same ice cream is becoming a pain. From pleasure, it became pain. Same ice cream. Because it is too much. And similarly, heat and cold. Now, say in winter, everybody wants to have heat. They'll put heaters on, sweaters on, all kinds of things. But in summer, the exactly opposite happens. Everybody is in tremendous heat and they want to put coolers on, air conditioners on. Similarly, the other day I went to a hill station type of place. And initially it was very fascinating. All the trees and, no humans to be seen, only trees were to be seen. And hills and water streams and all. But maximum 2 or 3 days, after third day I started getting frustrated. I want to go from here. I want to go to a normal place where plain land is there and sunlight is there and power is there, everything is there. Because this is a hill station where nothing is there. There is no power, there is no sunlight, and it was very cold. It is a hill station. So I came running 2 days, within 3 days. So pleasure turns into pain. And also, if you take even human relations, when a young man goes to have the what we call pelli chupulu in Telugu, to see the girl to get married. The moment it clicks, there is his mind sinks. He starts singing with excitement when he sees the girl, and they get married with all the fanfare and with huge investment of marriage. And very soon after that, there will be bickering start. between the two, husband and wife, as well as the husband side family members and wife side family. And there are many cases they bicker so much that they will break up. Of course, I'm not saying all are breaking up. If there is something common, they may continue. Like, that's why they say you make sure that you marry somebody from your own community or from your region or from your, group of families or whatever, so that similarities are there and bickering, quarrels and conflicts will be minimized. So everything in this world, in fact, Patanjali as a sutra says, Dukkhameva sarvam vivekana. For Viveki, for discriminators, everything is only dukkha, no sukha is there. Sukha is only apparently there, but it's actually not, it's not there. Like politics, for example, if you think you will get power, you enter into politics. What all happens in politics, you can see. How people are getting, they are getting, demeaned and even attacked. And even Narendra Modi, how much of abuses. In fact, one day he told in a lecture in Hyderabad, a lot of people asked me a question. How come that you have so much energy that morning breakfast you have in Bangalore, lunch in Hyderabad and dinner in Chennai, and then we go back to Delhi in the night for sleep? How do you get so much energy? Then the answer he gave, he told, daily I eat 2.5 kg of abuses. So because people go on abusing me, I eat 2.5 kg. That gives me a lot of strength. And that is the secret behind my energy levels. So abusing, like one side is the prime minister, there are people who are praising him, and there are people who troll him, who want to kill him, who want all kinds of things. So everything in the world has both dimensions. It's not that only pleasure is there. The same pleasure is also pain.
We have another question. If
Yeah.
Jiva and Paramatma are same, how did the karma gets attached to a person? If only Brahma is the only truth, is karma true or not?
See, before the Srishti, before the creation started, there were no jivas. Only Brahma was there. Avyakta Brahma, Avyakta Narayana, Adi Narayana, Adi Kesava. So from that Avyakta, Vyakta Sarva Prabhavanti Haragame. When the Brahma's day started, creation started, all the manifest universe, all the jivas started the journey. So as jivas progress, they accumulate karma. So they go from one life to the other, one life to the other, and so on. Now we are, which is the most and most exalted compared to other animals and insects and birds and anyway, they have the buddhi. In this Manava Janma, Jantunam Narajanma Durlabhataram, Tatopi Viprata, within that to become a Vipra, a person who is well versed in the Vedas, is even more difficult. Tattu Vaidika Dharma Marga Parada, Vidvat Sughoshanam, one by one, rare and rare. To even indulge in this kind of dialogues is a very rare thing. Vidvat Sughoshanam, and so on, and perform yoga abhyasa and reach samadhi and realize that you are Paramatma actually, though you got lost into the world as Jivatma. And Shatajanma Koti, Brahmatmana Samsthiti, Shatajanma Koti Sukrutair Vinalabhyate. Without 100 crore lives of Sukruta, Punya, it cannot be achieved. If you can achieve that Brahmatmana Samsthiti, that is realizing the Ham Brahmasmi naturally, without force or without theory enforced by lectures and all that, on your own, then you are liberated. You will not be born again. So, to reach that stage, once you reach that stage, there is no Jiva, only Brahma is there. So, Jiva is nothing but an Amsha of Brahma. Mammaiva Amsho Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha, Manas Shasthani Indriyani, Prakriti Sthani Karshati, Shariram Yada Avapnoti, Yacha Apyutkriyamati Ishvaraha. He has used the word Ishvara for Jiva. Then he acquires a body, and when he quits the body, Grihitva Yatani Samyadi, he carries the mind and the senses to the next body. That's how the karma samskaras are carried out. So how to destroy karma? Karma cannot be destroyed by anybody. Karma muna puttu jantu, karma muna avashyaman bhoktavyam kritam karma shuhashvam. But through the tapasya, pranayama, and other tapasyas. Pranayama is nothing but the greatest form of tapasya. It is possible to purify the mind and eliminate the karma, gradually decrease. It's not that you do pranayama once and you are liberated. It's not like that. I have been doing pranayama for the last 60 years. So I am able to talk to you today at the age of 70. And so it is a long process. And the more you become purified, the more you become closer to your true nature, which is your divinity. As Vivekananda said, every being is potentially divine. You are divine, but you thinking you are human, you are mundane, you are getting entangled with your karma and your own cobweb which you created by yourself. Every one of us is caught up in the karma bandha, cobweb created by ourselves. So you have to come out of it. For that, the whole of literature, the Vedanta, Yoga, Bhakti, all these Shastras are there only to tell you how to come out of it. So how to realize the true self which is within you, which is nothing but Paramatma. So once you realize you are Paramatma, no karma, nothing is there. You are already living.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Few more quick questions. Can yoga be practiced without a guru? If not, what are the basic exercises that can be done safely? And a sub question you can also put it together. Do you prefer meditation or pranayama?
Well, I told you already, the yoga is best learned through a guru. Without guru, it will not be possible to learn correctly. There is a risk of doing wrongly. And if you do wrongly, there is a risk of getting opposite results. Instead of beneficial results, you will get harmful results. For example, when you breathe in and hold the breath, you have to follow a particular procedure. If you do the opposite, your heart will be affected. And even pranayama, if you do wrongly for some reason, because you don't know, you are a student, so you will be ending up in serious health problems. There are some people who were operated. There are some people who were hospitalized. There are some people who died also by trying on their own. So, well, nowadays it's all online world. So simple like yogic sukshma vyayama is the most effective system, which is less complicated and done in standing position than asanas. I have been teaching it. I wrote a book on that. I can share the online books also to those who are interested. So those who are interested can approach me. You can get my email address or phone number from the organizers of Indica Moksha. And I have my books print. But then, as I said, if you do it on your own, there's a very high risk of doing wrongly. The moment you've done wrongly, like in a chemistry lab experiment, if you do wrong combination, there will be explosion. You may not come out of the chemistry lab alive. You may die there itself. So that can happen in yoga also. It's a very dangerous thing if you do wrongly. So that is why meditation, of course, is a little risk-free thing. You can just relax. Mostly what is peddled as meditation is nothing but relaxation. So that's why somebody said what we call meditation, others call sleep. So you can relax and there's not much of risk in it, relaxation. But even that, if you want good results, you should go to a teacher. And teachers are plenty are there. Fake teachers are also there. And genuine teachers are also there. You have to know how to discriminate outside the correct teacher. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. One more very quick question. Since you are in the computer field as also in the yoga, have you conducted any scientific studies on the health benefits of yoga?
Yes, very much. I have handled patients of various maladies, diseases, disorders, except cancer. And my guru, Dikshituluji, has handled cancer also successfully. So it is a careful business. It has to be done very carefully. And we can treat any patient and cure any disease without drugs. It's a drugless therapy treatment, only yoga treatment. It is close to naturopathy, close to Ayurveda. But you can see some of my videos in YouTube. We just give my name in YouTube. There are many videos concerning Ayurveda also. I talked about Ayurveda and yoga, how they are connected or how they are related, and various other questions in interactive sessions. So the studies have been done extensively, and everybody knows. Not only I, but many institutions have done many studies. Yes, Vyasa in Bangalore and Bihar School of Yoga in Mumbai, Bihar, or in the Morarji Desai Institute in Delhi. They are all there. The Kaivalya Dham in Lonavala and the Yoga Institute, and so many people have done so many studies on so many physical and mental effects of your practice of yoga, pranayama, and meditation, and many records have been. Like for example, they have even redefined death. Previously, death was considered to be stopping of the breathing, but they found the yogis seeing without breath underground buried for many days and coming back like hibernation. Then they said, okay, death is not when breathing is stopped. Only when the brain stops, it is death. Because this fellow stopped heart also, but they didn't die. They were there. So heart could be stopped consciously, or breathing could be stopped consciously, and when the death has not come, brain is active, live. So they redefine death as a state when the brain is also dead, apart from breathing and heart. So to that extent, the impact was there, and so many studies have been done on the effect of meditation, like transcendental meditation, Mahesh Yogi on blood pressure, in high blood pressure, hypertension, heart disease. Like when you chant "Oh," there are some studies done in a hospital in Jabalpur. The heart slows down. Oh.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji, again for making time for these two very interesting sessions. I'm completely sure that the audience has greatly benefited from this introduction to Yoga Taravali text, and hopefully more people will take to a more deeper study of the text. So with this, let us conclude the session. Viewers, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and keep yourself updated about our upcoming programs. We do a lot of online talks, interviews, as well as retreats and symposiums and other stuff. Do check it out. With this, let me conclude. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.